Hey guys, good evening. Hello, hello. I decided to come on live kasi medyo madami na tayong inquiries. We have a lot of inquiries already and I want to address those questions. So, if you guys have questions, you can post it in our chat box. Uh then we will start. So, I will just wait for everybody to hop on. So say hi when you're around. Say hi. And if you have questions, you can post your comment in our chat box for your questions. So hello, hello everyone. Hello to 22 watching right now. Good evening, good evening. Magandang gabi. How's everybody? So today or tonight, it's 9:41 here in the Philippines. Hello. Hi sis. Hey Abdulisa. Kakausap ko lang kay sis Abdulisa sa I just talked to her on Facebook, and I'm so happy that she was able to get the entry exemption document for her husband. Let's see if we can get her on board and maybe share how she did it and stuff. So, hey, Brian X, good evening. Hello, sis, good evening. Hi, Twinkle Olivares, hello. Hi, Marianne Regonan, magandang gabi, sister. Watching in Davao. Hi, maayong gabi ni mo diha. Maayong gabi, maayong gabi. Marivic Godinez, good morning from Madera, California. Hello, Butch. Good morning to you. Good evening to those in the US right now. Is it holiday there? Is it holiday there now? Hi, all from Adam Mortimer. Hello, Adam. Watching in Davao. DJ Crispy Jones. Hey, good evening. Diana, hi madam. I miss you. I miss you guys too. It's been a while. Our last live was last Sunday. Grabe, no? So, hi Ivan. Hi from Austria. Hey. Hey, hey. Say hi when you guys are on. So, we have 21 now. Thank you so much. Every time I come on live, you guys are there. Thank you. Thank you so much for the continued support to our channel. So, I'm just waiting on those questions. Then we can start. How's everybody? How's your day been? It's going to the weekend. I know the US is going to have a long weekend because of the 4th of July. So to those who are here from the States, is it already holiday there in the States? So hello, hello everybody. Thank you so much for hopping on. So we will start with our question. Our first question is from Brian X Crisologo. I am currently here in the Philippines and I would like to share a few of my experiences so far from airport to quarantine. Oh, nice. That would be nice, Brian. Would you want to do you want to go up on our live and share your experience? That would be that would be really nice. So if you could click that link will take you up here to our live if that's okay with you to share your experience firsthand. It's like no pressure if you don't want to do it. That's really fine. And I want to welcome you in the Philippines. Akash Daka. Hello, seeing all recent updates on travel and quarantine, I want to ask the list of green countries you provided. Is tourist visa service is now open for all countries? Unfortunately, no. As like I have posted a video already on the green countries and jurisdiction that the Philippine government had announced the other day. So it's in our travel update video, And unfortunately, those that are only allowed to enter are those who are permitted this time to enter the Philippines. And unfortunately, foreign tourists is still not allowed to enter this time. I can't wait to meet my boyfriend living in Lithuania. Sis, wow. Yeah, I really was like, I hope sometimes they would post more sensible restriction. Hello from Philippines, from Ella Grau. Grau. Hi, mom, from Bahrain. Hi, Khalil. Good evening. Hi, all. Hi, all, California. From Duke Arc Cartier. Hello, hello. Europe is not allowed. Go Philippines, part of green list. Yes, Europe is not on the green list. Please remember that the green list, this is for fully vaccinated traveler coming from the green countries and jurisdiction. The purpose of the green countries and jurisdiction, because there's a lot of confusion on it, that they released these countries from they released the green list of countries, and everybody think that only those coming from there are allowed to enter the Philippines. No, that's not the case. So to put this into perspective, uh, the green list of countries that were announced by the Philippine government the other day are for fully vaccinated travelers. So, if you are a fully vaccinated traveler, 2 doses, coming from the green countries and jurisdiction, the 57 countries that was listed, you will only go through 7 days quarantine in Manila, and your swab testing is on the fifth day. But if you are fully vaccinated, coming from a country that was not listed on the list, for example, Canada, Europe, USA, then you will still have to go through the longer quarantine, which is the 10 days, and your swab testing will be on the seventh day. So, regardless also if you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, as long as you belong to those categories that are allowed to enter the Philippines right now, you can still enter. For example, you are coming from the US and you are not vaccinated, and you are a Filipino, a dual citizen, or a former or balikbayan, foreign national with 9A visa and entry exemption document, then you are still allowed to enter the Philippines. Even you're not vaccinated, you will still have to go through the mandatory arrival in quarantine protocol imposed by the Philippine government at the moment. This is from July 1st until July 31. So the Philippines doesn't have this mandate that if you are unvaccinated, then you can't enter. So no, there's no such thing as that yet. So fully vaccinated or not vaccinated, you can still enter. You just have to go through the current protocol. Good evening, ma'am. Ask ko lang, need ba na mag-register na sa BOQ? I'm in Holland now, travel ko this Monday. So the BOQ, Bureau of Quarantine, you will have to register with Bureau of Quarantine. uh I guess you can register ahead of time because you will have to email. The purpose of the Bureau of Quarantine or BOQ is when you receive your swab test result, which is negative. So it's still okay if you will register on the day that you receive your uh quarantine you receive your negative swab test result. For the ECIF, then you will have to register ahead of time, 3 days. Yeah, I'm glad to hear your experience. Yep, that would be nice. Where is he at? Is it free hotel accommodation na ba, like President said? Nope, unfortunately, that was not implemented with the new travel restrictions to the Philippines. I hope it's not one of those paasa proposal again that was that happened before, because that would really help our kababayans who wants to go home this time during the time of the pandemic. And for sure, Cebu governor is going to push for that, or going to follow up on that, because it came from the president's mouth or speech that is going to allocate a fund for free swab test and free hotel accommodation for returning overseas Filipinos. But unfortunately, as we speak, there is no free hotels yet. Thank you so much from Akash. Sis, di ako maka-join sa live mo kasi nasa line ang hubby ko naka-open. It's okay, Abdulisa. I will talk to you on Facebook to finalize things out. Maraming salamat, sis. I would love to share, but my grandma is already sleeping. We are in the same quarantine room. Oh, okay. That's understandable. Brian next year. Hi, Brian. Brian, do you have a video of your experience coming to the Philippines? If you have a video, I would love to feature that in one of my travel updates, giving our giving those travelers a heads up on what's what they are going to be experiencing when they travel to the Philippines. If you don't mind sharing that, but if you don't have a video, it is completely okay. I can still type my experience. You can do that as well. Is in Manila, in Cebu, the same quarantine now? Yes, they are the same. Cebu is following what Manila is uh, doing. So landing in Manila, they made us wait for DOH and BOQ to enter the airplane. That happened to us too when we went home. It's like when we land already, we were already at the gate. There was a long wait time because the DOH and the Bureau of Quarantine hop on the plane and give us a briefing on what's going to happen inside the airport. They took our temps and collected the paperwork that was provided by the flight attendants once we got out. Yep, that is true. Same experience. Hi, mom. Do you know any list of hotels for quarantine in Manila? Adam, I have a video on that, on recommended hotels for quarantine in Manila. I have the prices there. I have their what do you call this, features or services that they offer, like grocery drop off if your family wants to drop you off some groceries at the hotel, food deliveries if family room they provide and stuff, balcony and all that. So I have that in our travel update videos. Just look for the recommended hotels for quarantine. Hello, good morning from California. Hello. Hello, Lina. Good morning. Hi po, do I need to bring my vaccination card even US is not included for green list? Yes, you can. That really that's really convenient if you have it handy every time. And I think that's what they advise to. The CDC also advises to take it with you, like your identification card and stuff, because you'll never know. They might check. Airlines might check, even though it's not a requirement. So it's not. It wouldn't hurt if you have it on hand all the time. Continue. My grandma and I went to the first table. Make sure you print out your QR code for Philippine Airlines, or if you took a screenshot of your QR code, make sure it is ready. Then, of course, your hotel booking. Yes, this is, I think, the hotel verification. So, pretty much when we went home last year, the process is pretty much the same until now. So, wala na yung 2 to 3 days sa Cebu na hotel stay, back to 7 or 10 days. Yes, as far as I know, the IATF has really insisted that Cebu will have to follow the national order on what Manila and Clark is doing for arriving Filipinos in the Philippines. Is it true that LDR will not be until until January of 2022? That I don't know, because nobody really knows when tourism is going to open in the Philippines. I don't understand too why it's taking so long for them to open. So, mind you, this is for non-OFWs and ROF. The first table they set up the paperwork for you, which is the metered taxis. That paperwork you will need to give your driver to be continued. To be continued. Thank you so much, Brian X. So you and your grandma went home. So you were, because there are hotels. This is the ridiculous part, because there are hotels who religiously follow what the Bureau of Quarantine mandates, that one traveler per room, which is for me quite bizarre because rooms are not cheap, and especially those especially the couple who's traveling together, that they want to be separated. uh they want to separate the room for them because that's the requirement. So that's quite bizarre. So your taxi driver will give it to the hotel staff when you arrive at the facility to verify you have arrived. Yeah, so that's what they did to us too when we went home the last time. So pretty much, uh pretty much pretty much the process is really the same like before. So thank you so much, Brian, for sharing that. I know from the hotel, then you will have to wait for, you know. How is it when I want to go with my girlfriend and her daughter to Dipolog City from Manila? What kind of quarantine she has to follow? She has to follow, DJ, or you have to follow? Because they can't join you on your quarantine. If you're landing in Manila, you will have to go through the 10 days mandatory quarantine. Then you will have to follow the protocol of the polo. So for Red Doors, I was able to let them know that I cannot separate from my grandma because she is, yeah, that's you have a valid reason that you can't have your grandma stay in a separate room because she needs help. That's good. That's really good. So if you so yeah, the Philippine government has just announced. The disappointing part for me is the free hotels and free swab tests were not really discussed. That was not discussed. And when they said that, sorry, I'm yawning. So when they said that they have posted an article that they had a meeting, because he announced it like on a Tuesday, then posted an announcement that they had a meeting for it on Thursday, but that meeting was not really published, or there was really no follow up on that. So I was kind of disappointed that that announcement was not discussed during that meeting, and there was really no follow up update. What happened to that meeting with the funds the president was talking about? So, like I said earlier, I'm really hoping that this is not one of those. This is not one of those paasa proposal again, or paasa. Sis, may idea po ba kung ano ang need pagkatapos ma-check sa immigration si Habi? What do you mean matapos ma-check sa after immigration process? Ang alam ko, after immigration process, he needs to claim his baggage. Then may ibibigay yan silang papeles before he can leave the airport. Then proceed to the hotel na sis for quarantine. Hi Lizelle, hi sis, good evening. We are on our fifth day. We pleaded with the Toxicare to have us swab on the fifth day, which is today, because we arrived on the 28th, and I think we should be part of the new protocol. Where were you guys coming from, Brian X? Where were you guys coming from? Yes, Sisi, hello. Kachika ko lang to sa Facebook kanina eh. So, if you guys are bored or you need somebody to talk to, shoot me a message on Facebook, on our Facebook page, and I will try to respond as soon as I can. Because we are fully inoculated back in Guam. Guam is part of Micronesia, so it would be part of the Ginka. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. So you guys are fully vaccinated from the green countries. And what did you guys show them? Did you guys show them your vaccination record? Vaccination card? Because what was that? The international certification of vaccination that you need that. So Brian, next, were you guys the first batch to experience this process for fully vaccinated coming from the green countries? You're welcome, sis Abduliza. Oh, that is true too. Guam is a U.S. territory, and U.S. is not part of the green list. But the Toxicare allowed you guys to have your swab on the fifth day. Did they did not reply to your email? Okay, so I guess you know the answer to that already, because that is true too. Guam is a territory of the United States, so technically, you are part of the U.S. And unfortunately, U.S. is not on the green list of countries and jurisdiction for fully vaccinated who will be exempted for longer quarantine. This is just frustrating. My fiance and I are having to wait. We want to get married, but the restrictions. I totally understand, Eddie. It's like there's a lot of you guys on LDR at the moment that's been on hold. The marriage, the wedding are on hold. Uh, Being reunited with your loved ones is on hold because of this pandemic. Not just the pandemic, but also the restrictions coming to the Philippines. So I'm really hoping they would do something about that. You ever feel they give a chance United States to get in before Christmas? For foreign tourists, I'm really hoping. I'm not holding my breath on that, but I'm really hoping that they would, because hopefully by then the vaccination rollout here in the Philippines is at least at 80% or 90% already. No, we were not the first batch. We are still doing the status quo. Oh, okay. But I really doubt they would do that on they would do that technically, because uh they can always use the excuse that Guam is a territory of the states. Ma'am, unsa guro ang problema? Why man di ko ka-register in advance for BOQ? For less hassle unta. Kung ano ko na, sis, maka-register, you can only, mag-English lang ko ha, kay para kasabot ang uban. You can only register sa BOQ if you have your negative swab test result already. Kasi, you have to upload your result sa website. So kasi my reference, they will ask reference number because when they send you the result of your swab test, it's negative. Uh, the information there, which laboratory did the swab testing, when it was done, when was the result came in, what time, you know, there's the number in there, like not a receipt number but document number or something that you need to input when you register on BOQ. So you really need to have your negative swab test result first. I don't think you can register in advance with BOQ. Anyone found out how to and where to get the international vaccine certificate? Is that a mandatory to carry for ROF? That is what they require, Lena. That is what they require. The Philippine government is requiring for. Wait, I'm gonna pull it up. That's what the Bureau of Immigration just said today. I will pull it up on the screen so we can read it one by one. I will also make a video on this separately. That is what they said, that they need to, you need to have that. I think that's their way of verifying that your document is legit. So there's that issue again of legitimacy again. So I will pull it up. Just wait a minute. I will share my screen. So this is what the Bureau of Immigration has said. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. You're very welcome po. Welcome, Fran. So this is what the Bureau of Immigration has said. Here, I will read this to you guys. For those vaccinated outside the Philippines, they may present their international certificate of vaccination or have their documents validated through the Philippine Overseas Labor Office or POLO as the case may be. So that is like, I don't think they will just I don't think they will just, what do you call this, when you present your vaccination card you have to have it verified and stuff. So that's from the Bureau of Immigration, that you need to have that. You need to have, but they did not say where you're gonna do the international certificate of vaccination. So that's the sad part about it. Okay, mom, thanks a lot. It's clear to me now. You're very welcome. I do recommend Red Doors EDSA at Pasay. Clean and the staff is super friendly, and they allow food delivery to be delivered to you. That's really cool. Thank you for that recommendation, Brian X. So to those who are going home to the Philippines, so this is real experience from one of our subscribers. That Red Doors in Pasay, EDSA Pasay is, uh food deliveries are allowed because you can't. It's like we tried, what do you call this, we have gone through longer quarantines too, and they provide food at the hotel, but sometimes you will really want to eat some treat, coming from outside or home cooked meal and stuff. So that's really good that they allow. Where is your final destination, Brian? Where's your final destination with your grandma? So please download the Grab app or Food Panda. Yep, that's the quickest. That's the quickest to order food. So yeah, it's like the new travel restrictions or new guidelines from the Philippine government going to the Philippines is kind of disappointing. I thought it's going to be a lot better this month, but receiving it or seeing it, or it's, I think it has gotten worse, in my opinion. They also provide food, but you need to pay 400 pesos a day. That's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's cool. Thank you, Brian. Hi, ma'am. Hi, Cherry May. Final destination is Zambales. Cool. So you guys can just, your relative can pick you up, or do you need to be in an airplane? Do you need to book a flight again to Zambales? Sorry, I'm not so familiar with that. Zambales is still in Luzon, right? I think you can just go there by a car and no need to be on a plane. The president is just talking now. Oh, he does? He's talking. What is he? Is that on the presidential communications? Land travel and yes, Luzon. Yep, you just need to I think you just your relative can pick you up, show them your negative RT-PCR test result and your bureau of quarantine, that you have done quarantine already. So he does. I did not see that. I did that. Sometimes it doesn't notify me, no. True. True that. Ma'am, yung ginawa niyong invitation letter sample, pwede ko bang gawin yun for my hobby? Nasa Korea siya at the moment. Gustong gusto niya Yes! Pwede mo naman you can revise it. You can go ahead. You can use that as a guide. That's completely fine, Cherry. I'm still praying and hoping they open for tourists. Still want to get married here in the Philippines. I can feel my fiance will go for online wedding, Ade. That's cool. If right now that's the only option for LDR couple and wants to really, online wedding is legit, to be honest. And it's starting to be recognized with Philippine consulate, Philippine government and stuff. As long as you report your marriage, it's legit. So that's I think the new normal if you want to get married. It's the online wedding, because there are couples that has been separated uh for such a long time because of the pandemic. So it's to me, in my opinion, my personal opinion and my husband's opinion, online wedding is the way to go right now for LDR couples. If especially, but we do recommendations, we state our opinions and stuff, but also, guys, you have to do your research. You really have to weigh it in, if is this really the right path that we have to go right now? Is this really the right route to go for right now because of the pandemic? So always weigh it in. Don't just because I said it, yeah, it's a good decision and stuff, you will go for it. It's still within you. It's still your choice. It's still your decision. So make sure to really do your research. Like, if you are in doubt of the process, do your research, call somebody or call how it's done. So Your doubts will be, you know what I'm saying. By the way, I subscribed to your channel before I left. Thank you for what you do for us non-OFWs and ROFs. Very informative and straight to the point. Thank you so much, Brian. That means a lot to me. You are so current. Thank you, thank you. I tried to be like I said before. When I do my update, I know that, for example, there's a new announcement from the Philippine government or stuff like that. I don't really jump into it right away to announce it. I make sure that the news is legit because, fake news, fake articles are so rampant online, and I don't want to be, I don't want to deliver fake news to you guys. I want facts. I want what's the current, so I usually don't jump into it right away, and I make sure that the news is legit, the source is legit. So I do my research first. Hi, Eaton family. Hello, Sis Maria. Good evening. He's talking to courthouse now. Cool. Oh, did you send him the link that I sent you? That's really cool. That's because he can ask over there. That's cool, Lizelle. That's really cool. Balitaan mo ako ha. Balitaan mo ako. You're currently staying in the... Yes, I'm in the Philippines right now, Brian. I live in Jensen. I'm a dual citizen, so I can stay in the Philippines for as long as I want. So I've been here for probably over a year now. No, don't go for it. She can go out in the Philippines if he wants to. I'm not sure what's the requirements for, I'm sorry, outbound passengers from the Philippines. He did a lot of searching. Yes, that's what I always tell my subscribers, especially those who message me personally on Facebook. Like, we really want to do online wedding and stuff. It's like I can give you the positive and negative side of it, but it's always your decision to if you really want to go for it, you know. Thank you so much, Mom. You're very welcome. And your titles of the videos are not clickbait, unlike some videos. I try.
She
Sometimes,
asks me all the time, "Is this clickbait?"
yeah, it's like before I post my video, before I click that publish, I always ask my husband, is this clickbait? Because I get a lot of comment that your title is misleading, your thumbnail is misleading. It's like, no, I don't. It's like I try to put what's in there. So sometimes I just ignore it. Yes, I do forward to him. Yay! Hello, Mylene are possible. Good evening. How are you? I'm good. What about the hubby and the kids, if you don't mind me asking? The husband is here. So when we went home last year, he was granted 1 year visa. His visa is about to be up by the end of the month, this month. So I'm freaking out already, but hopefully we can process it before it expires for his resident card here in the Philippines, which is the 13A. The kids are also dual citizens. So my kids are dual citizens. My kids goes to school over here. Me and the kids moved back to the Philippines like 2014. The husband still works in the States, but right now because of the pandemic, um, it's slow. He got laid off, so we flew back to the Philippines, and he's been staying here for almost a year. So life is good. It's hard, but we're able to pull it off. Tanong ko lang po about foreigner tourists. Hindi pa rin sila allowed, si Smilene, as of right now for the new guidelines. They are still not allowed. Marami po bang cancellation of flights from US? Yes, somebody requested me if I could do a video on that, and I'm working on it. The reasons of flight cancellations from different parts of the world, not just the US, Canada, Australia, and stuff. The reason why the flight cancellations are very rampant, it's because of the travel cap imposed by the Civil Aeronautics Board to all airlines, or particularly in Philippine airports. So, at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 1, 2, 3, 4, the travel cap in Manila on in NAIA is 2,500. 500 of that is the repatriation program of the Philippine government. So the 2,000 passengers per day will be divided among airlines that are still flying to the Philippines. In Clark, the travel cap in Clark is at 1,200 passengers per day. And in Cebu, the travel cap in Cebu is only 300 passengers per day. Why is China included in the green list? I know, I was also shocked seeing that over there. Did you know that? China was part of the green list.
Probably because it's an Asian country that's easier to verify.
Sus! They started all this, you know?
Yes, they started all of this, but you
Yung asa.
cannot condemn a country for the actions of a few people.
Ay, sus. Damay-damay na. Sana po mag-open naman po foreigner tourist kasi marami na po nahihirapan at yeah, I can certainly understand where you're coming from, Mylene. Hi, Mylene! Meron kaming LDR discussion every Sunday. If you want to join in, let's share stories. Me and my husband are a product of LDR too. So it's fun whenever we have that discussion. That's nice. I hope I can do the same. For sure, Maria. That's really cool. Happy wife, happy life. Amen. My husband is laughing. Also here in Saudi, my flight is horrible. I know it's really horrible. Couldn't find cheap tickets. Yeah, I just uploaded the new international flight schedule of Philippine Airlines for the month of July, and my gosh, the tickets are woo, they're expensive. Sounds good. I wish I can be a dual citizen, but since I am still in the military, so I am not allowed yet. So maybe when I get out, I will apply. Oh, I did not know that. That I think there's also one of our subscribers that asked that they cannot be a dual citizen while they are in the military. So yeah, I've also, because that was when the restriction was not really that's strict, and he's in the military, and he wanted to go visit his wife to the Philippines, and he said that mom is a Filipino, dad is a US citizen. So I told him, I know, actually no, what was that? mm, he wanted to apply for dual citizenship, but he's afraid that that's going to hinder his service to the military. So I could attest to that that's true. So maybe when you get out of the military, Brian, and I want to thank you for your service. My husband was in the Navy also. He's a veteran now. So, and I want to thank you, Brian, for your service. I still think they should take off the 7 days quarantine for fully vaccinated. Follow like Phuket. I think so too. Can Belgium also come or not? Well, Belgium, it's like I said earlier, if your country is not listed in the green list, you can still come to the Philippines, especially if you are one of those travelers who are permitted to come to the Philippines this time. So there is no question to that. You can still come as long as you are one of those permitted travelers to come in into the Philippines. So Coco, I would like to thank your husband for his service too. Thank you, Brian. I was informed I can't get a Philippine citizenship unless I am married to a Filipina. That is true, I think. Oh, I don't know. I have to ask my husband on that, Larry, because he does research. He does research on that because he said, "What if I want to become a Filipino citizen?" The thing that I know about it is if you want to become a Filipino citizen, you have to give up your current citizenship. So if you are a US citizen right now and you want to be uh, a Filipino citizen, you will have to give up your US citizenship. And I think as I know during his research, you can't get it back. You can't be a US citizen again. Unlike the Philippines, we they recognize dual citizenship, and they really recommend having your dual citizenship, but the US doesn't recognize dual citizenship. So I think that is what going to happen. Yeah, I think you have to somehow have a connection here in the Philippines to be a Filipino citizen. You can be a resident, but Filipino citizenship is a whole new game. Hey, to those who are in the US right now, can you guys confirm if it's holiday over there? Like here, yeah. By the way, guys and girls, the Trace app that supposedly they need for you to download, they did not even check me and my grandma's Trace app. That is what I have been hearing, that the Trace app was not used at all when you enter the Philippines. But when you leave the Philippines, going back to the US, that is when they are going to check it. That they somebody was asking. I was informed I can't get a Philippine citizenship unless I am married to a Filipina. Is that true? On your research. How about today, Larry? Today is Friday. Is everything closed over there? Is everything holiday over there? Or is it holiday already? Because of the 4th of July? Just curious. I want to know. Sorry, I'm answering question in Facebook. Oh, holiday will be celebrated for the workforce Monday. Oh, okay. So banks are still open today then. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Thank you for that, Larry. Thank you for that confirmation. Thank you all. If you have any questions, shoot me a message on my FB Messenger. Good night, you all, and stay safe. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much for sharing your experience when you went home to the Philippines. Uh, Somebody was asking me about registering their kid as a US citizen. They're not they're not married though. They can still file for the CRBA. Did you apply for dual citizenship in the Philippines? No, I applied my my dual citizenship in the States at the Chicago Philippine Consulate. Actually, that was really cool because We did not have to go up to Chicago to personally apply, because before you have to personally apply for it. Then but they do outreach programs that they would go from state to state to process dual citizenship. So I availed that, what do you call this? I availed the outreach of Chicago consulate near our place. We live in Mississippi. They did their outreach in New Orleans. So that's about 2 hour drive, 2 3 hour drive from the house. So that's where I got my dual citizenship along with my daughter's dual citizenship. Can I ask something? Go ahead, Maria. What is it? Sure, sure.
Yes, you can actually become a Philippine citizen by naturalization.
Oh, okay. I am.
Now, how tough that is, I don't know.
Mm-mm-mm. I have a daughter. She graduate in Seattle bachelor. Your husband. Your husband? My husband? Okay, okay. What do you want to ask my husband? She wants to ask you. I was trying to book a flight on EVA Airlines in November to the Philippines. They have a stopover in Taiwan, of whom are not accepting. Yes, Taiwan is their travel ban is extended until July 12th. That has started last month. So if you are taking EVA Airlines, yes, EVA Airlines is a Taiwan airline. Is airline from Taiwan. They are based in Taiwan. So usually their layover is in Taiwan. Unfortunately, Taiwan is on lockdown at the moment. Excuse me. They are not accepting travelers, especially in transit travelers until July 12th. So they are closed for everybody until July 12th. That's why EVA Airlines don't have flight schedules to the Philippines.
You got a question for me?
Yes, I'm waiting for it. Okay. She worked at this company internship for a year. So after that, she has to come home because after finishing her year contract, but she don't come home. Where is she at? Is she in the Philippines? Thanks for all the update. You're very welcome, Larry. Is it possible for her to stay more? I have a daughter. She graduated in Seattle, bachelor. She worked at this company internship for a year. So after that, she has to come home because after finishing her year contract, but she don't come home. Is it possible for her to stay more in Seattle? So what kind of visa does she have? I assume she's not a U.S. citizen. Is she on a student's visa, Maria? Is she on a student? Is she on a student visa?
She's got to be on a work visa.
A work visa? Oh, student visa though. It's an internship in the U.S. in Seattle. She's on a student visa. I guess as long as her student visa is not expired, she can stay there for as long. But she can't work because she is on a student visa. You have to be on a working visa and able to work in the US. They will not accept you if you are on a student visa. I guess it doesn't vary on the contract of the internship. That would vary on the validity of her student visa. She can stay there for as long as it's still valid. Yes, because that's how all visa works. As long as your student visa is still valid, you can stay in the States. But she can't work. She cannot work. Yeah, internship is qualification for the university. If she's on a student visa and her internship has already completed, but she wants to stay longer in Seattle, she can as long as her visa is still valid, but she can't work. Oh, she's also she's studying in Seattle. Right now she's on her internship. She wants to stay after graduation. How's that gonna work?
Well, like you said, as long as her student visa is still good, then she can stay even after she finishes school. Now, if she wants to stay past the term of her visa, she needs to either apply for a work visa, which wherever she's interning at, if she does a really good job interning for them, they might even go to bat for her
Mm-hmm.
to get her a work visa for them to work for her, for them. Or get married.
True. And a US pass. What if she apply for a green card? That can do too. From student to green card. She has to ask US. Oh, my husband is researching. He's good with the research. Can a US passport travel back to the Philippines to stay? I guess my question to that is, Leia, is he married to a Filipino national? Because if he's coming here on a tourist visa, at the moment they are not issuing tourist visa to foreign tourists who wants to visit the Philippines. Tourist visa right now, or the 9A temporary visitors visa, is only issued to immediate family of a Filipino national, which is a foreign husband, foreign kids, and the parents. Oh, okay. As long as she didn't get married behind my back. She heard what you said. So no po, 17 years old. Ah, anak mo is anak mo, Leia. She would have to get the work visa approved prior to her student visa expiring, I believe. Oh, thank you for that, Larry. Larry has a suggestion here. My nose is itchy. Oh, brother. Sino ang Filipino? Who's the Filipino parent? Mom or dad?
There are four ways through which an F1 visa international student can get a green card. Self-petition as a person with extraordinary abilities. Adjust status to a dual intent visa. Become an investor in the U.S. or marry a U.S. citizen.
So she has to marry? Thank you, Linda. Brother. I'm exhausted with Philippine politics. I completely understand your frustration there, Passport TV. Both. Oh, both of your parents are Filipino. So so if both parents are Filipino, pinanganak siya sa US. So both parents are Filipinos. He's born in the US, so he's automatic US citizen. But at the same time, he's also a dual citizen by birth. So his birth needs to be reported at the Philippine consulate para magamit niya yung dual citizenship niya. Ha? I don't know what he was reading though. Can you hear him in the background? Nothing is closed here in the Bay Area. Everything is back to normal. If you have both vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask. Same in Mississippi. They already implementing that. OMG, she married. That's why she stayed. Oh.
Self-petition as a person with extraordinary abilities. Since many students who have an F1 visas are attending higher education, they are quite knowledgeable. They have abilities that the average person or applicant for a green card may not have. For these people who have achieved a lot, the U.S. has made a specific visa. This is the Persons with Extraordinary Abilities Green Card, or an EB1 visa.
That's
The EB1 visa is for these groups of people: outstanding professors and researchers, people with extraordinary abilities in arts, sciences, business, athletics, or education, executive managers who have worked at a foreign branch of a U.S. company for the past 3 years. With an EB1 visa, the person can then work in the U.S. in their field of specialty permanently. Getting EB1 visas through it, though, is quite difficult since the requirements are extensive. Adjust status to a dual intent visa. Because a very small number of people can get a green card directly through the EB1 visa, an indirect way is to adjust status from an F1 visa to a dual intent visa. The dual intent visa is a non-immigrant work visa which allows you to apply for a green card. The adjustment can happen after a certain period of time has passed. Dual intent visas are some.
Dad, they probably not hearing you properly. I will have to post that. He's just blubbing in the background. Wait a. Hi, ma'am. Are they allowing Filipino from Pakistan, India, or Bangladesh to come home to the Philippines? No, even if you are a Filipino citizen coming from those countries that are currently on travel ban to the Philippines, until July 15, you can't enter, even Filipino citizen, unless you are coming home on a repatriation program from the Philippine government. So, hey Maria messaged me on Facebook. I will send that link that my husband was reading because it's quite long. I will send the link to you for the reference. If that's okay. So, Please, yes, I will send it to you. Message me on Facebook, the Eton Squad page. I will send the link to you. Copy the link, forward it to me. You know how to do that?
Nope.
Beh. The husband is not techie. So where is that? Okay. I will send that to me. Message me on Facebook, Maria. Then I will forward this link to you. Okay. Thank you, Beb. Thanks. It would help me wonder. Yes, I will forward it to you. Just message me on Message me on Facebook. Facebook page, the Eton Squad. Sorry guys, I'm responding. So is there any more questions for tonight? Thank you guys so much for thank you guys so much for joining in tonight. I am I am also chatting with. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I can wrap this up, and as I will continue doing updates because there's still a lot of updates, and I will be doing videos for updates for who can enter the Philippines this time, the travel cap, why ticket prices are very expensive. You have a picture at your background. Where? This one? That's for my laptop. I have one up there. That's me and my husband's photo. That's when that this one. Oh shoot. That one. That's our photo. Wait lang. I will show you guys. So this was taken 2013 when I was still slim but not anymore. And the other one is when we went scuba diving here in the Philippines. So Maria Doza. Maraming salamat po. Very helpful. You're very welcome, sis. Yes, ikaw tong nag-message ako sa Facebook, sis. Salamat po kaayo. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat, guys. Always, don't forget to hit that notification bell para you will be notified every time I have updates. Yung bell, yung notification bell, click that. That way you will be notified every time I have updates, travel updates, every time I go live to answer you guys' questions and stuff. Because whenever I upload a video, my last live was last Sunday, right? So in the morning we have the questions, the inquiries for travel updates, immigration, and stuff like that. And in the evening we had the LDR discussion. So this is Friday. It's been 5 days since I hop on live to answer questions, and within that duration, I have uploaded several updates from the Philippine government, especially that they have new updates for the month of July, and we have a bunch of inquiries, and I cannot answer them one by one in the comment section. So I hop on live to answer those inquiries and stuff. So, nakakainis naman ganyan na ban. Sana payagan na lang kami. Fully vaccinated na naman kami. I know It's I don't know why they do that. I don't know why it's they giving such a hard time for our fellow fellow man, actually, citizens of the Philippines. So I still don't understand. I know it's like it's legit. Those opinions are legit, and I really understand why. Naiintindihan ko talaga kung bakit kayo naiinis talaga sa mga ganyan, you know? A lot of links. So, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to what do you call this? I'm going to say bye bye, and please keep an eye on our latest travel updates to the Philippines. And if you guys have inquiries that needs to be answered or needs to be addressed right away, you can message me on Facebook, our Facebook page, same handle, the Ethan Squad, or to our Instagram account, still same handle, the Ethan Squad. If you really need an inquiry to be answered right away and stuff, message me directly and I will reply as soon as I can. So thank you so much guys for joining me in tonight. Maraming salamat. Enjoy the weekend. Happy 4th of July in the States. Enjoy the 4th of July with your family. Celebrate your independence. Celebrate the true meaning of Independence Day in the United States. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you guys in our next live, and I will see you in our next travel update. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. Bye.